Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening. We are Watch Your Mouth Sister, and we are on episode 8. I am one of your hosts, Kathleen.
Megan.
And Anne-Marie.
And guess what? We're still here. The rapture did not take us.
Oh, I feel rapture in the rain.
Oh my
Walking hand in hand with the one I love.
Yeah, I was looking on Facebook Marketplace for some good rapture deals, but I didn't see anything.
Did you see the lady that sold her house for $10,000?
Okay, but what about the guy I was telling you about? Okay, there was this Uber driver on TikTok, and these people got in the car and they were really weepy, and he started a conversation with them, and it turns out they were weepy because the next day the rapture was taking them.
Okay.
So they gave him $2,000 in cash, and then they got his Venmo information because they were going to give him more cash, but they just wanted to bless him, okay? They were going to bless him. And then someone put in the comments, bold of them to think you weren't going with.
Oh, my God.
She's like, should I be offended?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
probably.
I know I wouldn't be going, that's for sure.
Oh, I would be. You'd see me flying away. No, I'm kidding.
I saw this one dad, and he bought a blow-up doll, filled it with helium, put a curly wig on it, and they were trying to get him to float. They ended up getting extra balloons, and they're like, it could just be a cloud. So they wrapped the balloons up like a cloud, and they were trying to get him to float. He had a gown on and everything. He
Oh,
looked
my
like
gosh.
Jesus. And needless to say, he did not.
It didn't
float.
work.
No, it
Could you
didn't.
imagine if somebody saw that who really was thinking it was the
That they were
rapture?
being
They would
left
probably
behind.
have a heart
It's just
attack.
terrible.
The sad part is, though, is that these people who are truly led to believe that there's going to be a rapture, some of them commit suicide after. Like, there is a suicide that happens for some of these people because they truly believe that there's going to be a rapture, and they're programmed to believe it. They're programmed to get ready. There was a girl talking about how she grew up in a home where they believed in the rapture, and every so often her parents would prepare them to die. And then she had to get lots and lots of therapy because she had such anxiety because her parents were always telling her she was going to die.
So have you ever been a prepper? I like Y2K. Remember Y2K? Everyone said, you better get your water. You better get your canned goods, because the minute the year 2000 flips over at midnight, you are going to, like, I don't even know.
Everything was going to shut down. The power grids, the computers, everything was going to shut down, and we weren't going to be able to have access to anything.
Maybe like it was 1999.
Yeah, no interest. If it's my time, it's my time.
I don't know if you remember
I remember
our
Tell
basement.
listeners.
My husband was a better safe than sorry sort of dude at that time. So he was worried. He wanted to make sure we had everything we needed just to make sure.
So were you eating canned beans for the rest of the year?
No,
or what, after
so
the 2000 hit?
He bought, I can't tell you how many cases of water and then like spaghetti sauce and just like things Noah could eat at the time,
Okay.
like fruits.
Tofu? Do you remember the tofu incident? How old was he when he was fed tofu?
I don't know, probably 18 months, 2 years. And finally I put my foot down. Like Dave would cook it and it would smell really good.
It
And
made him sick. Don't you remember?
yes, I do. And I put my foot down. No, we can't give a child tofu. I said, if you eat it, then maybe we'll try. But Dave
He wouldn't eat it.
No.
He thought it was going to be best for the kid, huh?
Right, which it probably would have been really good source of protein because our kids were picky eaters, of course. But yeah, I put my foot down. I'm like, you can't make him eat something you yourself would not eat. So,
Okay. Amy's roundup of TikTok this week.
is it
your
any better?
algorithm.
My algorithm is better. I found this lady, and I am inducting us into the chapter of We Do Not Care Club for Watch Your Mouth Sister. So we are the Do Not Care Club. Have you seen her?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
We
yeah.
do not care about our underwear being inside out. Nobody's going to see it. So who cares?
Right.
And it's all about perimenopause, menopause, and after menopause.
And just things that like we don't care about anymore. Like as you get older, Yeah, you're going to run to, the grocery store or Target without your eyeliner on. We don't care
Nobody cares
anymore.
I put at least one article of clothing inside out every day, and I just don't give a flying fuck. I don't.
I don't care about granny panties. I love my granny panties. I love comfortable underwear, and I will not be caught dead in a thong ever.
I just bought $60 worth of undies at Victoria's Secret this past week.
And let me just say that it's not like that I have a butt that would even look good in a thong. I'm not doing it.
I've never understood the obsession with wearing thongs. I don't know how anybody can think that they are comfy.
They're definitely not comfortable. I get it for people who have to wear tighter clothes or whatever for the panty lines.
Again,
but
we do not care if there's panty lines.
no, we don't. But
I
I
don't
think
give a care if there's panty lines.
They have those no-show undies.
right,
It is,
no
yeah.
lines or
Like
whatever.
Skims or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. You can get those. I'm not wearing no thong, though. No,
Not wearing
thank
no
you.
All day, like working.
Mm.
I think Mary Timby's back in the United
She
States.
Back in
is.
Colorado.
But I think they're going to work on things.
Yes.
He sent her a lovely voice memo.
That she
yeah, we got to listen.
posted.
It was so good.
Yeah,
It
it was
was
really good.
Mary, you go, girl.
Yes.
Can't wait to
She's
see
going
how
back
it progresses.
in November, I think, October, November. She's
Yeah.
going back. But they said they're going to try to make it work long distance, Ireland to Colorado. So
That's exciting.
that's so exciting.
Going back to the We Do Not Care Club, I had posted a question on our TikTok 2 weeks ago, and I thought we would get to it on our last, and it was, do you really care if people talk about you? Does it bother you at the age you're at now if people are talking about you?
More so no these days, but I think specific people would hurt my feelings if I thought very highly of them.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah, you too.
I do care.
I don't know. I'm at the point, you can talk about me all you want. You have a problem, come to me. We'll talk about it.
Right.
But honestly, I don't have time with my 2 jobs to worry about people talking about me.
Right.
In the past, I've lost sleep over it, and I'm just not going to.
As the old saying goes, it's none of your business what other people think of you.
That is true.
That is true.
That's very true.
That is true, but you feel like your ears are ringing sometimes.
Yeah.
You walk into the room and you're
And
oh,
everybody
yeah, they
stops
were talking about
talking.
me.
When you work in the workplace with a bunch of people, especially in nursing, they always say nurses eat their young. And sometimes I would feel that I would walk back to the nurses station and everybody would get quiet.
Oh, sure.
And then
yeah,
I would
I've been
say,
there.
what did I do? I would just assume they were talking about me because they all got quiet.
Right.
Mhm.
I have to say that at work, I like everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't say that there's not one person that I dislike or have had a conflict with because I'm there to do my job. And I don't know. I feel like it's just
We have a good
do
group
not
of people.
care
we have a
situation.
really good group of ladies at work.
Mhm.
They're all so awesome.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's
It's
good.
very rare to find that, I believe.
That's true. Yeah.
I think it's very rare to work
Especially
in a workplace with a bunch of women
in the beauty industry,
in the
in medical beauty spa. That could be
industry.
like a backbiting job.
I think the hardest part is dealing with the public.
Sure.
That's more so hard, I think,
It
than
is.
working with all females, because 90% of the clientele is wonderful, but then you always get a few difficult people here and there.
Sure. Like
Right.
unrealistic expectations
Yep.
or demands of, I don't like how it turned out.
Well, you have to tell people no sometimes for their own good, and
They don't like that.
some people don't like that. A lot of people appreciate it, but it can go either way.
I would totally appreciate if somebody said, you absolutely do not need what I was asking for. If I,
something unrealistic.
was looking for more cheek filler or something like that, and you said, absolutely not, Emery, you don't want to do that. This is what will happen if you do. I would respect that. I would absolutely respect that.
But then you have the certain small group of people who want what they want, and they'll go find somebody to take their money and get
But
it.
that's not on you.
Right, exactly.
You know, you're doing your best for them.
Yeah.
And if they choose to go somewhere else, the problem is when they come back and want you to fix it.
Right.
Sure.
And that happens.
It does happen.
All right, Megs, let's lay it out on the table. What's going on? You're just having a rough day.
It's
We
hard.
can tell.
The perimenopause emotions they've been a lot. One minute I'm enraged because the washing machine is full and the clothes weren't put in the dryer, and the next minute I'm sobbing about something. It's just hard. It's hard.
Your lazy eye's hitting hard today.
It is. I'm tired. I have a lazy eye. Yes. Wore an
Only
eye
when you're
patch.
tired.
Wore an eye patch as a kid. It's actually a party trick. I could do it for you if you want one time. But I
You
might
have
charge
control over it
Yeah, I
most
can
of the time.
control it, but when I'm tired, it just kind of floats off.
Are you not sleeping?
I am sleeping. I think it's just more of the emotional exhaustion.
Well, you had a big life change. Time somebody moves out of your home or into your home, that is a huge life stressor. It's like one of the top 20 on marriage, divorce, college, birth of a child.
Yeah.
Like
Reese
that.
moved out and got his own place because he's at that stage of life. And it's been hard. Of course, I worry about him. There's a different set of worries when your kids get older and move out.
Big kids, big problems.
Yeah.
That's what they say. It never goes away, even if they move out.
You always worry.
Right.
For sure. And he's thriving. He's doing really, really well.
We're so proud of them.
Yeah. All of our kids do really well for themselves.
Thank you.
But then when they're living in their own house, you don't know what's going on.
Mhm.
You don't know, when they
You're
live
not
with
up in
you.
their Kool-Aid all day.
Exactly. You don't know if they're going to the gym, if they've had dinner, what
Yeah.
they're wearing. And
I-
it's not that we need to know that,
No.
but
I
you
ask
kind
Hayden
of
all the time
miss,
what he's having for lunch and dinner.
just kind of miss the interaction.
I also feel I'm a little lost too because it's a awkward stage in your life where you're not going to have children anymore and that your older children are moving out and they don't need you anymore.
Oh, they'll always need you.
And then this is where the crazy emotions come in. I was looking in my rearview mirror today and I saw the 2 car seats. I can't imagine a life one day when I look in my rearview mirror and there won't be car seats there anymore.
You don't need to worry.
Because we'll be old.
We'll be old and
Old
gray.
and gray, and then thinking of mom and watching her grow old is hard.
Mom's been old for ages. Though.
She has. Yeah, she has.
Mom's been 76
in her
since
head.
She was 40.
Yeah, in her head, she's always
Since she
been-
was 50. Well, I hope I'm here next year.
yeah.
But honestly, if you think about it, Mom has never aged. I feel like Mom has been in the same stage of life since we were little. I feel like
No, I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Oh,
Remember she used to dance with us in the living room
No.
when we were teenagers?
I don't remember that.
sometimes. Yeah, I remember every once in a while if we put on the Supremes.
We would do the Supremes, Miami Sound Machine,
Yeah.
Whitney Houston. We would all dance in the living room.
Yep. There was a few times Mom
Just
joined
a
us.
few.
She-
I just
she
don't
would
remember
join
it
us.
all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah.
But I don't remember that. No.
I used to be mad. I was in gymnastics for 2 or 3 years with my friend Jennifer, and they had Mom's Day and Dad's Day. And every time Mom's Day came around, Mom couldn't go because she was pregnant.
Oh
Oh,
my God.
So, of course, Jennifer's mom would go and they would say, "Oh, can your mom do a cartwheel?" And sure enough, her mom got up and did a cartwheel. And I thought, "Oh, that's so cool."
but Dad went. I remember.
He did. He went with Jennifer's dad
I remember you telling
and
us.
myself and Jennifer. And we made fun of them for years because Jennifer's dad drove, and then Dad and I got in, and Dad said, "Hi, I'm Ralph," and he said, "Hi, I'm John," and they shook hands. So we made fun of them in the back seat. We were shaking hands. So they went, and we were,
How old were you?
oh goodness, maybe 9,
I don't remember. I just don't remember
9,
things.
and we were doing the unparalleled bars or whatever those are called, and neither of us could hoist ourselves up over those things. And they were dying laughing through the whole thing. They just thought it was the best entertainment ever.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
It's like that video that was going around of that dad several years ago who was recording all the kids coming out of the school and slipping on the ice. None of them were getting hurt, but it was the same ice patch. And he's like, here they come, here they come. And sure enough, they duffing on their backpacks. And he was just cracking up. It was so funny.
I love when the dads embarrass the kids. I mean, obviously kids are embarrassed by their parents, but have you seen the one dad? And I think the girls graduated from high school since. He would get out with big afro, a jam box, and he would dance.
Yeah.
And he would go pick her up, and she would be so embarrassed. And it was every day. He would put on a different song, and he would dance and go and get her.
That's
it was
so cute.
hysterical. I love it.
And I believe when it was the last day on her senior year and he was there, she cried because she was always so embarrassed.
I can't with the senior year because Aaron's senior year.
Right.
And he just went to homecoming tonight. It's our last homecoming
your baby.
senior.
Yeah.
And then this time next year, he's going to be off doing something. I think he's going to be far, far away. I think he just wants to go.
He can't.
No.
Not
They have to
yet.
be drivable. I have to be able to drive to my kids.
Hey, if he's farther than that, that's a plane ride.
It is. I just, hope all my kids do well, which they are. So
They're all thriving, I have to say. Your kids doing a good job.
speaking of school, want to know what one of my favorite 80s movies was? And I put that up as a question. What was your favorite 80s movie? And I always said 16 Candles, and there were just a few other, but someone commented Grease 2. How can I forget about Grease 2?
Elite.
Reproduction. Baby, give it to me now.
Nothing beats Cool Rider.
Cool.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Rider.
She was gorgeous.
You can belch it
Still
out.
is gorgeous.
That
Belts it
movie
out.
was absolutely a horrible movie. It was
terrible.
terrible, but it was always played so much on cable. We
It's a
watched
cult
it every
classic.
day.
It's a classic.
And I remember my friend's dad thought the movie was hysterical. Like, who's that guy? He had a helmet on. You couldn't tell who that was. So he went
The
upstairs.
big disguise.
The big disguise.
He went upstairs and he put on one of those old-timey pilot leather hats with the goggles. And he came down the stairs and who's that guy?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
We were
God. Who was
dying.
that? Tina's dad?
Tina's dad,
Oh my
yeah.
gosh,
He was so funny. But he knew we were obsessed with the movie and he just couldn't.
I kid you not, my bestie cousin and I, we would act that out all the time. You know what else we would act out? We play the record player and we would do Footloose.
Oh my
We had
gosh.
Footloose on the record player, Grease, right?
Grease.
Regular Grease. Yeah, I can recite every song on Grease and Grease too.
It's a good one.
It is.
It is. It is.
Do it for our country.
That was horrible. It just was absolutely. And though, not to mention all the actors in the movie were in their 30s,
Right.
Playing high school.
my gosh,
seniors.
yes.
Watch movies and it is like a high school setting. There's a lot of them out now. And you look it up and they're like 32, made to look like
Let's
they're
get some high
17.
schoolers in there.
Wait, but how old was Crater Face from Grease 1?
Oh my gosh, he had to be
40.
Yeah. I don't know how they
Because he was
passed
in
him
the
off
second
at
one too.
Yeah, I don't know how they passed him off as a senior in high school.
I just
He had to have known somebody in the industry to land that part because he was
good.
he was good. Totally not age appropriate. Cha-Cha, she was probably 30s.
She looked like she was married and divorced a couple of times.
So what is one movie that is so good you could watch it over and over again? Because I am the type of person that I watch a movie nowadays anyway, and I have no desire to watch it ever again.
I go through spurts. Right now it's When Harry Met Sally.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
What about you, Ree?
Every time it's on and I stop and watch it, there's two of them.
Can I guess one?
Yes.
Sweet Home Alabama.
That's one. So I have three.
Okay.
So Sweet Home Alabama, if it's on, I watch it every single time. Shawshank Redemption.
Oh my God, that was gonna
Every
be
single
mine.
time. That movie
That's a
is
good one.
amazing. And my third one,
Andy Dufresne.
the third one, I just forgot what it was. It'll come back to me.
Yeah. I'd say right now When Harry Met Sally. I just love that one, especially in the fall.
My other
Oh,
one
yeah.
is Pride and
Pride and
Prejudice.
Prejudice.
Oh,
with
yes.
Keira Knightley. That's my just favorite thing. Him walking, Mr. Darcy walking across the fields.
Yes.
And then people are now walking down the aisle. The song, why did I not think
Yeah.
of that? So speaking of weddings, Anne, do they have like their music picked out for
I don't know.
your son's wedding?
They were talking about wanting like a violinist,
Ooh, that'd be pretty.
but I'm not sure where that.
Are
where
you
that's
going to do a
going.
mother-son dance?
Yes.
Do you know to what?
No, I think he gets to pick that out.
Does he get to? I know
think-
everybody's different. Sometimes he'll pick it out. Sometimes the mom and him
I'll
will
ask
pick it
him.
out. I don't
He'd
know.
probably say, I don't know.
Probably.
You pick it.
Probably.
Then what are you going to pick?
I don't know.
Well, get on that. It's less than 365 days.
It is.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
There are, but they're too sad to talk about.
I know. I can't go there right now with my perimenopause. No.
That's not one of them. Let me tell you. Not for a mother-son. Maybe
bad.
father-daughter.
Song. Oh my God. Well, I think the problem was with that song is it came out right a little bit after we got married and our father decided not to participate in any of our weddings. So that song, whenever it came on, I'm like, shut that crap off.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it.
It was hard. That was really hard when we got married, thinking that maybe, just maybe,
I didn't.
he would show up.
I never.
I
had that in my
hoped.
head.
I hoped.
I knew it wasn't going to
I
happen.
just couldn't conceive the fact that he wouldn't show up.
I knew if he didn't show up for yours, he was not going to show up for any of ours.
Mm-hmm.
You were the favorite.
No,
His favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
was
think so.
he?
Mm-hmm.
Who do you think was his favorite then?
Colleen.
No. Because, no. You. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Those were some tumultuous years that maybe we'll talk about
Well,
another time. But
Ralph was not in our lives when we were older. Oh,
He had some mental health issues.
he did. Unfortunately, he was an alcoholic. He had choices that he made and he stuck with. And unfortunately, the four of us had to pay the repercussions for it, and our mother.
Yeah, I feel like though truly in his head, he really thought that we did not choose him. So
It shouldn't have been a choice.
that's true. I
You
feel
should have had
that's
to make
the
a
case
choice.
a lot of times is that adults sometimes think kids have the choice, but they really don't know what they're doing or how they're
Well,
doing it.
a parent should never make a child choose between
One or the other.
one or the other
Absolutely.
parent
Absolutely.
if they both want to be part of the children's life.
Right. I agree.
And that's not on the children, that's on the parent.
Yes, correct.
For sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Divorce is a sticky situation to get through.
It is.
It is.
I've been
Sometimes
there.
for the better though.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel sometimes it's for the better. A
absolutely.
better life, a better
Or
I'm
especially
talking children wise. I'm not
Yeah.
talking
Well, even
adult
when
wise,
mom
but
and dad got divorced, like, you could tell mom had like a mental load lifted off of her.
I could see that.
for sure.
Every divorce, unfortunately, when kids are involved, is very, very difficult.
Mm-hmm.
From
You know
what I
wish
can
we
see.
had when we were, but didn't you always want to be like the Parent Trap? Did you love that
No.
movie?
No,
No,
absolutely
You didn't
not.
wanna be the
No,
Parent
could you imagine if they got remarried? Good God, it was
No, if we had a good dad, we had a
Well,
good
we-
mom.
That never came
No.
across my mind.
me neither.
I always wished that I had a better father, and that's what I always had wished for.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's understandable. We got through a lot of stuff with humor, and that's why we are as close as we are.
Yep.
And-
Absolutely.
Practical jokes, a lot of joking.
We did play a lot of jokes on each other, a lot of prank calling when we were home alone.
Well, you might have pulled a couple pranks on Dad when he was a little toasted and drunk.
Oh my goodness.
And-
He was insane about cleaning out the refrigerator. Do you remember that?
I do.
He would come home from work and like start throwing stuff out of the.
I couldn't be in there for more than like
No.
a day.
So I got the idea from one of our cousins that she did this to her dad, which would be our dad's brother. I went outside and I got a bunch of rocks and I put them in an ashtray and I wrapped it in foil. And I put it in the refrigerator. And he came home from work and I was upstairs and he's like, gosh darn it, who did the smart ass?
Oh
my God,
that was
So-
great.
That was a great one. And he and his brother are identical
They
in that
are.
way. And so the joke worked on
Both
both
of
of them.
Oh, what about, speaking of jokes, the time you went to the bathroom in the restaurant
Oh,
and thought Kathleen was in the stall next
So
to you?
we went on one of our Christmas girls trip. We go every year, the 4 of us and her cousin. And I had to go to the bathroom. Really nice restaurant called Fried Green Tomatoes in Galena, Illinois.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for
Yep.
outing me there.
Oh, yeah, it's really great. Well, I went to the bathroom.
No, I went to the bathroom.
I went
You
to
were
the
supposed to
bathroom
come
first.
behind me. That's why
I went and left. You thought I was still in there.
yes, that is the
So I was
case.
in there. You came after me.
But I thought you were behind me.
And we were talking, and I got up and left. And go ahead.
Well, I didn't know Kathleen got up and left out of the bathroom. So I'm in the stall, and this very large emission of a fart came out from the stall. It was like a man fart. And I rarely say the F word, but I thought it would be funny. And I said to Kathleen, I said, "You fucking pig." And there was dead silence in the bathroom. And I'm like, oh, she must be butthurt because she had a tummy ache or something. So I come out and I'm washing my hands and I look under the stall and it wasn't her. I came flying out of that bathroom.
We have to go. Get your stuff.
I
We're
made
leaving
everybody
now.
grab their purses. Luckily, we had finished eating.
We finished eating. We had already paid our check. We were just waiting for you to go to the bathroom. She comes running out, and top speed. And she said, "We are leaving. Let's go."
That's hilarious.
And we all scurried out of there like a bunch of rats.
We did. And we had parked in an alley or something. And I had the van and I had unlocked and slid the door open like a block pile in and go.
Like a bunch of thieves in the night.
Yes.
Like,
Oh
seriously,
my gosh.
dying and dashing.
I
Never have thought.
wanted to die.
That was
and
great.
I've never said never again.
Well,
great.
Keep my mouth shut.
now I don't know if you have kept your mouth shut. We could talk about the time on one of our girls' trip that we decided to partake in
Oh, gummies.
a few gummies. And I think it was maybe the third or fourth time I had a gummy and I took it. We were feeling good. We did our shows at night. We do our
I
show
didn't.
tunes.
Don't give Lainey a gummy.
So
No, ever.
we did.
I don't do gummies because of this reason.
We always stay here in Naperville, the Arista Hotel, and they have glass doors for the toilet area, a glass door for the shower area, and they bang. So when you open it and go to the bathroom, it bangs.
Yeah, unless you hold on to it.
I woke up at 4 a.m. thinking there were active shooters.
And you had a
And-
blanket over your head, the nun's habit. I don't know what you were doing.
I was walking back and forth, looking out the window. I went behind the couch and crouched down and looked out the window. Why is
You were so paranoid.
Why was nobody leaving? Why are there shooters? I looked out the peephole and I looked out the other people because we had adjoining rooms.
And she's walking back and forth
Back and
through
forth,
both
back
rooms,
and forth.
shuffling
Finally,
her feet.
I woke Anne Marie up like, Ree, there's active shooters. She's like, what? And then our cousin looked up and said, what's going on? There's active shooters. She's like, oh, okay. She rolled over
She's
with the
like,
bed.
Really? And then an hour later, Kathleen's still shuffling
lady-
back and forth.
Oh, can we also say that said cousin took a gummy too, and she said, this isn't working. This just isn't working. Meanwhile, we're all eating snacks, and she's, what do you got over there? What snacks
not-
are
She
those?
made me bring like all the snacks over by her.
She totally had the munchies.
Yep.
She said,
But
she's like,
she-
it isn't working.
She was just being real prim and
That
proper
wasn't
about
the
it.
same trip, but it was a
It
different,
wasn't?
Yeah, it was
Oh,
a
okay.
different trip.
Yeah.
So the first time we ever did gummies was when we were in Arizona.
Yeah.
And this isn't working. She was real adamant about it. And then 5 minutes later, she started eating all the snacks and
I love
and
it.
went and
Yeah,
was
she's
giggling.
like,
She was
she's
giggling.
like, what? She said, I'm
what's
just
the matter?"
hungry. I just was hungry. And I looked at her, you totally have the munchies.
Right.
She just was cracking up. But the active shooter situation went on for a couple of hours.
It was 2 hours.
Kathleen,
I laid back down, fell back asleep, and started.
because she could hear all the people like getting ready to leave for the day, and the doors were
The
banging.
doors were banging down
And
the
she
hall.
climbed in bed with me and curled up behind my back, thinking
Well,
I would
you would be my
take the
shield.
bullet for her. And I got up, to be fair. I went and looked outside just to make sure there were no goings on. And I thought, thank God Kathleen didn't call the police. That's the only thing I could think of, because that would have been horrible if the cops would have showed up.
Gosh, I love our trips. They're so much fun. Oh, I entered a sweepstakes for a trip to Vegas.
Did you?
To see the New Kids on the Block, and you get backstage passes. They pay for your entire trip. They put you up at a hotel. You have a meet and greet.
I want to
all of this
do
stuff.
that.
I'll send you the information on it.
How many tickets do you get to?
2.
I'm in. That's me.
It would have to be her.
Really?
Kathleen?
Yeah. I didn't know if you'd want to pick out of a hat.
No, I would totally.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I'd give that up for her.
Listen, I have to go.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to go.
All right. Well, then you've got to enter, and then I have to go. If you
Yes,
win.
absolutely.
Okay.
Why would I not do that?
Yeah.
I would give
mean,
that up for you guys, because I know you're
here
I know.
forever. Well, I'm really happy to report that we've had 3,000 searches for our on Spotify
For our podcast?
Watch Your Mouth Sister, and I'm pretty sure that maybe 500 of those might have been mine. It really excited me to see those stats this morning. I was showing my
It's
husband.
exciting because more and more people are listening.
Right. In our last podcast, and to be honest, we really didn't have much of a schedule of what we really were going to talk about, not structured or anything. And it has more views than
The others.
A couple of
So
extra
next
others.
week, I'm going to make a structured timeline of what we're going to talk about, and we're going to switch topics according to that. And then everybody can let us know if you just prefer the fly by the seat of our pants conversations, or right now we're going to talk about the 80s. So we're done with that. Let's go into talking about
the 90s
or weddings or divorce or
I think
what
that
summer,
because
fall, whatever.
This is how we are on FaceTime. We usually FaceTime once a night, and this is us.
And it spirals.
It is. And
Just
we're
the topic
talking
spiral.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Because we spiral.
No gummies.
I'm spiraling right now
You
with
are.
these motions. I don't know, guys. I need some pep in my step.
We'll get through it. It's hard. It is.
It
Those
is.
first holidays. Noah just told me today he's got to work Christmas Day.
Oh, no.
So we always open gifts in the morning.
Yeah.
So I said, well, how would his significant other feel about getting up and coming over here before work? I'll make a big breakfast, open gifts. Then everybody can just go back to bed.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
And he said, we'll see if she's up for it or not. If not, I don't know.
Right. And then you've got to think about maybe they want to spend Christmas morning at their own house.
Right, exactly. And I
once
don't blame them.
And then once our kids start having kids, of course they're going to want to have Christmas.
They need
at
to
their
stay
home,
home.
Right.
and we'll go to
Absolutely.
them.
I think that the other option would be Christmas Eve, after the Christmas Eve gathering, them coming back to the house
Mhm.
and opening their gifts. Although that would be the first time in 28 years that we've ever done that. But
Yeah.
you have to accommodate them now because they're living their lives.
Right.
And
I don't like it.
that's hard. It is when
It's
they're not
hard.
there on Christmas
I
morning.
don't like it.
It is.
The last year was my first year with two of them gone on Christmas.
Because all of those traditions you've done with them, the making the cookies.
They're making their tradition.
Yeah, they're making their own traditions, and you're happy for them, but also you grieve for those times because it goes so fast.
It does.
Time's a thief.
It really is.
As they say,
Sort of depressing.
and this is a saying, but I remember Grandma B telling me, she said, Annie, the days are long, but the years are short. And I've heard that so many times, but when she said it to me, the kids were still little. And I think I was complaining about being exhausted or something. And she said, Annie, she's like, those days are so long, but you look back and the years are short. And I was, at the time, I didn't appreciate it, but now I'm like, and Megan's wiping the tears from her eyes right now as we're talking.
Basket case. So Grandma B, she would be up with the sun, take her dog out, start cooking
In the morning.
in
for
the
dinner.
morning. I mean, she was busy all the time. When we would go to her house, and stay, you know, for a weekend in the summer. But we were busy. She had us doing crafts,
Sewing,
teaching us things. It was
planting
so fun,
flowers.
doing puzzles. I never remember watching TV
No,
at her home. The
really?
TV was
Oh,
never
come on.
on.
Don't you remember Glow?
That was Glamorous Ladies of Wrestling.
Yes.
Glow Wrestling. It was, I think, a Saturday night event. We'd watch the Women of Wrestling, but that was the only TV we watched. There was no news. There was no sitcoms.
Her husband, our grandpa, would sit in the back room and watch his shows, the news, whatever. But she always had us out in the front of the house, hopscotching, roller skating.
We'd go to garage sales.
She
to the
never
dime
sat down
store.
until the day she died.
Okay, so do you think the Glow Wrestling was like the beginning of trashy TV and reality shows? I don't know if it was considered a
No,
reality
that's
show.
soap operas.
Soap operas.
Soap operas were absolutely not reality
No,
shows.
they were reality, but that's start of like trash TV.
Oh, yes. Those originally came out for the housewives, and they were very benign back in the day. Back way in the day when they first came out. And then by the time they got to where we were watching, there were bedroom scenes.
I have a confession to make. I never watched any of the Housewives.
Blasphemy.
I watched Dallas and I loved it.
You've only seen Dallas?
Dallas. I started to watch the Beverly Hills one, and it's from so long ago.
I know.
And I know what's happened. I started watching it and I got to where like one of the husbands passed away
Oh, yeah.
and Kelsey Grammer was getting a divorce.
Right. That's early years.
Yeah, that's
early
like the
years.
first season, I think.
Beverly Hills is way up there, but right now my go-to is Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City. Bronwyn, if you're listening, girl, you read Lisa Barlow to filth, and I adore you.
I don't know who that is, but yeah, go girl.
Yep.
Go, girl.
You're
maybe
missing
we'll
out.
have to take a peek and maybe we
Maybe
can
we
talk
should
about
watch
it in
the
the
Utah.
future.
Thank you for listening. You can find us on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube. Like, follow, and share.